What's going on, guys? LuckyLag360 here, back with more Miami Marlins franchise in Out of the Park Baseball 23. Continuing here in July. We are at July 1st, 2023, and we have the first year player draft coming up July 11th. Currently in first place, a couple games ahead of the Phillies. So we got Max Scherzer. Our claim successfully went through. So that's really good. We did sign some international free agents. Manny Delgado, who is a 5-star 16-year-old left fielder, is going to jump onto the organization. Same with Chris Lopez. He's a catcher, 5-star potential, which is really awesome. And, of course, we have some negotiations going here with Danny Dominguez. He's interested in the Guardians right now, so we might have to up our offer. But it looks like they maxed the offer for him, so that's why we offer a bunch of people deals, because, obviously we're not going to sign everybody, but we got these two guys who are going to be really good for us. So we're going to go ahead and promote these guys to Class A. I'm going to start them out in Class A because I really want to see what they can do. I know they're only 16, but I just want to see if they can perform in Class A. If not, we can send them back down to rookie ball, but I do want to get them some reps, see what they can do. So now that Max Scherzer is on the team, and he's a half-star, which is kind of concerning, but I feel like there's more left in him. The ratings, I don't know if OOTP fixed some of the problems with the ratings that we saw last year, but we'll see what happens. But I think Max Scherzer actually could be useful for us in the bullpen, because Jose Alvarez has not been good for us. He was great with Toronto, but 5.20 1 ERA is not good. So I think we might just shop him around and see what we can get for Alvarez. And then Scherzer can go into the bullpen and kind of be a specialist. And we'll see what we can use him for. But I feel like he'll be good. Scherzer, he might end up going to the bullpen in real life if he doesn't pitch well as he gets even older than he already is. So it's a possibility. We could get Nelson Cruz. That would be an interesting acquisition. Could add some thump to our lineup. I actually kind of like the idea of bringing in Nelson Cruz. JD Martinez also could be an interesting acquisition. Tommy La Stella. Kyle Seager is still around in this game. It's with Toronto. I think... Let's see, who's making more? JD Martinez or Nelson Cruz? Nelson Cruz has 2 years left. Well, then I'm going to go with Martinez. Martinez is cheaper. Let's see if they'll pay for Martinez. Okay. If we add this guy, they'll pay for him. So we get him for free. Our money's not touched in this deal. And I like it. JD Martinez will add some thump to the lineup, which we need. And I can actually send down Kelenic now, because Kelenic has not been doing well. 66 games, 10 home runs, 227. I feel like he just needs a little bit more time. AAA. Martinez adding a little bit more of a veteran presence to the team, which I can appreciate. Now, Gavin Lux is going to get an opportunity in center field. And we're going to put Martinez in right field ahead of McKinney. And then McKinney will be a backup on the corners, obviously. McKinstry can be there. if Lux is ever tired. And we can put McKinney there too as well, just as an extra backup option there. So I think that works for us. JD Martinez will hit 5th. That works. Gets rid of some of the lefties in our lineup too, because we had a lot of lefties. So we'll see how that one works out for us. Now, in terms of Max Scherzer, I want him to do long relief and emergency starter for now. And we'll see how he does. We can always throw him in the rotation. It's good depth to have him, and I feel like he might be good for us. So we'll get him worked up in the bullpen, get him some work in, and we'll see what happens. We got this guy as well, a 3.5-star right fielder, at least potential-wise. Danny Dominguez goes to the Reds. Randy Morris from Australia signs with us, 4-star potential first baseman. Pazos is going to be negotiating with the Diamondbacks. Looks like they didn't max out. But we are above the cap, so we can't do anything about that. So he'll probably end up going to the Diamondbacks, unless he likes Miami for some reason. Mid-season review of goals. Owner's happy with our record, 51-27. He's not upset, of course, that we're first in runs. Offense has been great. And he's very happy with our attendance. So it looks like Derek Jeter is very impressed with the team. Top 100 prospects, we have number 1, number 3 as well, Mackenzie Gore and Max Meyer. They both got opportunities last year, one start. They both were terrible in that one start. But they seem to be holding their own in AAA. Not the best numbers in AAA, but they're doing all right. They're not terrible. So they're very close to coming up. Of course, that's the reason I got Bauer and Wood, and even Scherzer, is because we have that extra depth in the rotation. So we don't have to use Gore and Meyer yet, because they just need to develop a little bit more. And even Braxton Garrett, he struggled last year, 5.09 ERA. Obviously, his AAA numbers are better, but he's just not quite there. Luzardo would be interesting to call up. He actually pitched really well in 6 games last year, 1.42 ERA. Those were relief appearances, though. Rotation-wise, he's not doing too well in the minor leagues, so we'll have to check in on him. And, of course, our international signings, both from Japan, I believe, and South Korea, they're doing really well in terms of development. This guy is already 4.5 stars and a 5-star potential. So we're giving him his reps in AAA right now, and we might end up seeing him in the big leagues before the end of the year. Evan White is developing a little bit, 270 with 10 home runs. He does have a major league contract, but we're kind of just leaving him there, see if he can develop a little bit more. Didn't do much in 22 games for us last year. Cavaco is coming along nicely. In AA, he was hitting 282. AAA, he's not doing too well right now. Noisy is okay in AAA. Trey Sweeney is up and coming for us. He's looking good in AAA. 296 with 11 home runs. Victor Mesa doing all right. Griffin Connon is actually doing really well. Those numbers I'm impressed with. We might see him. Blake Rufford is not doing too well, so we'll have to check in on that. JT Gose, who is supposedly a really good prospect for us, always highly ranked, has not been pitching well. Hunter Barco just got called up to AA from A. He's been pitching well. He's on his way up. He's 22 years old. We might see him in a few years. And Nick Robertson also we have stashed down in the minor leagues. We might call him up as well, although his AA numbers are concerning so far in a small sample size. So that's kind of how the organization's looking. We have some up-and-coming prospects, but right now we don't need to call up anybody because really the team's doing pretty good. There's not too much to complain about. I'd like to see the averages go up a little bit. Chisholm 257 again. I do appreciate that, it is up from 219. The power is up 20 home runs. He is developing. Of course, he's only 25. So he's not in his prime yet. He's still got a couple of years before we see a peak in stats. So seeing the progress we've seen, I can't complain too much. But again, I'd like to see numbers that, like, Jimenez is putting up 309, 20 home runs. That's a nice stat line. But, you take what you can get. Beatty's average is actually going up quite a bit, 286, so that's nice. All right, I'm going to save just because last time, in last year's game, I remember there was problems with the first-year player draft when I would go in. I'm not sure if they fixed that or not. But we do have the number 3 pick in the draft, so that's good. Let's see what we got here available for us. All players, let's take a look. We got a 4-star shortstop, 2 4-star shortstops, catcher, third baseman, and then there's this pitcher who is 3.5 stars, who's already 2.5 star, and he's 22 years old, but he wants $10 million. Derek Diamond wants a lot of money. Maybe we can get him lower in the draft just because he wants so much. I'm liking Max Wagner, honestly. He's a slot pick, very easy to sign. He's 21 years old. He's 4 stars. Let's go with Max Wagner. Oh, wait, it's not our draft pick yet. Let's go to us and get Max Wagner. Very good. Okay. We'll meet his demand. And we'll go to the next one here. So, looks like these guys are still... Some of these guys are still available. Diamond got taken. Stephen Millam is available for $500,000. 456 in high school. Very nice. We'll draft him. We're going to take this Luke Shearer guy, who's a catcher. 5-star potential. Can't complain. Or 4-star, I should say. Jake Garland wants $1.3 million. 22 years old. He's a little bit older. Brady Reynolds I like more. Let's go with Brady Reynolds. George Baker. Eric Becker. Elijah Barris. Let's get Elijah Barris. JJ Cruz, I think I'll go with. Second baseman. Who else is around? Eric Becker. I think we'll take Becker. We'll take George Baker. Ryan Dio. Nick Hamilton. Some of these guys are almost MLB ready, which is kind of nice. Connor Sparks. Jurgen Zitzer. That guy's Dutch. Let's see. What else here? Isaiah Drake. We'll take him. Take this starting pitcher here. Dominique Scalise. We'll take him. And we'll auto-draft the rest. Got all the good guys. Alright, so we did pretty good in the draft again. Let's see here. Negotiate with draftees. I think Max Wagner might be really good pretty quickly. He's already 21 years old. I think he'll develop pretty fast. There was one guy we got that was like already... Yeah, Barris and Cruz. Already 1.5 stars. They might develop nicely too, pretty quickly. They're only 3-star potentials, but they're 22 years old. They might do something for us in a few years, maybe even next year, but we'll see. Currently, we're 56 in 35.5 games ahead of the Braves, and we're continuing along here. Definitely comment down below if you have any suggestions on trades. We're approaching the trade deadline. So we'll be doing that next episode. Definitely comment down below if you see anywhere to improve this team. Obviously, it'd be nice if we could get like a true star on this team, somebody that we can, point to and say, okay, this guy is in the running for MVP. I don't think we quite have that yet. Somebody like Fernando Tatis or something. We'll have to take a look. I saw that Ohtani was on the market, but, obviously nothing was gonna cut it for the Angels to trade with us. So we might have to look into that again. Maybe acquire some players to be able to trade for Ohtani. That would be quite the blockbuster deal. Definitely see a 3-team trade happening there. Of course, this game doesn't support that, so we'd have to kind of do something a little bit different. But the All-Star game is announced here, so All-Star teams, and we have a few people. It looks like on the NL side, let's see. We got Garrett Cooper, Eloy Jimenez, and Nicky Lopez. So pretty good. 3 All-Stars. Alright, so the All-Star break is here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any trade suggestions, and I will see you guys in the next episode.